Jewel for 9211 coming at you with another video. This video is going to be regarding the budget version of the Dark Magician deck. I know a lot of people are leaving the Dark Magician deck behind because Dragoon's slower. A lot of people think the solution is the 3 revs, but I mean you have to hard draw it because nothing can search it. But they are playing the Insight, Red Eye's Insight. So that will work, and that's the way that they're going. But then you have to hard draw the Insight, so it's still the same issue. So as the budget that I built, I'm also selling the budget. Like I said, it's 110 for the deck, and then the extra deck without the Dragoon is about $22-25. With the added Dragoon, you already know the added Dragoon ups it by about 120. So the total cost of the deck is somewhere around 340, something like that. It's not bad for a budget build, and then you could get the job done. So we're gonna take a look at the deck in action and see what it does. Obviously, I don't do it like other channels that they don't take no negations, none of that. All of that is people that they don't know how to play Dark Magician. Mandatory 2 to 3 negations per turn against you is what's standard. Like if you can't do that, your deck sucks. So we're gonna check this out, okay? So we took our first negation and then we took our second negation. And that one was an interruption. So it was 2 negations and an interruption, or 3 negations, however you want to count it. So if you paid attention, that was the 4th negation. But we got rid of it with Dark Magic Attack, which was the strike. Solemn Strike. So we could already win, but I decided to carry it on because you have to really push your deck to see what it's able to do. So he used Feather, and then I changed to Imperial Custom. Basically, my Eternal Soul and my Skill Drain, I'm not going anywhere. So there you go. I'm gonna upload a few more so that you can see what it could do. We're gonna do one more, and if you notice a pattern, my opponent has somewhere around 80% or higher response rate against my cards with either negations or interruptions. But if you notice carefully, my decks are always built to go through all of that. Like they just walk through all the negations, kind of like someone walking through fire, or like some people walk through the steaming coals barefoot. Like it's just the way that I built my deck. You know, these decks have 2 to 3 negations, plus maybe the fourth one's an interruption per turn. Every duel, every turn. None of your cards are resolving, but we still managed to go through it all and set up the board, and we're not affected by any of the negations. That's the way that I've always built my deck. So we're gonna cover one last one so that you can see, and then I'll show you the profile. Now, I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, I'm not getting negated enough, or they're not interrupting me enough. If you notice, they are. Just none of the things they do matter. And then even if they play Feather, Imperial Custom, like the Skill Drain, Eternal Soul, none of those are going anywhere. And then by the time I enter Dragoon or Dragonite, it's too late already for them. So right now the computer is trying to cheat by giving them random protection, like a lot of defense, 2 scapegoats, a bunch of Link Karibos, It's a setup, but it doesn't matter what the game and negations that it does. 3, 4 per turn. It does not matter. So basically, it surrendered. Um, the computer had already surrendered because it saw it was pointless. Like any of the module monsters he brings are gonna get removed, and then any traps that he sets face down, they're gonna be negated by the left hand. Then as soon as I draw Magician Souls, I'm gonna discard a bunch of 2 cards to draw 2 more. Then I still have the rest of the cards. If something were to go back, I'll just activate Imperial Custom. I can enter Dragoon, Dragon Knight. You saw the hand, so I'm gonna show you now the profile. I showed the in real life, like the cards, because remember, anything that I showcase I have in real life, it's all for sale. So I'm gonna show you now the profile here. So as you already know, it's 3 Dark Magician, 3 Apprentice. I'll explain why 3 and 3. 3 Dark Magician because you have a lot of cards to discard, so you might as well discard a Dark Magician. Then on top of that, you need Dark Magicians to enter Dragoon or Dragon Knight in your hand, so the higher the ratio, the more chances you'll get it. And then in case you don't get it, to assure you that you do, you have 3 Apprentice. Those get you Dark Magician to the hand. Even though people tell you it's bricky, it's because they don't know how to play Dark Magician. Dark Magician in the hand can be utilized for a lot of things, either to fuse or discard, because it doesn't matter. Eternal's bringing it back. People hate Eternal, but that's because, like I said, they don't know how to play Dark Magician. Because Imperial Custom and Dragon Knight and Dragoon, they all protect the back row, so they're not gonna go anywhere. You have way too many cards to protect them. Together with the left and the right hand, there's too much negations against your opponent to deal with, so the Dark Mage should go just to draw 2. And then the 2 Keeper of Dragon Magic, just to substitute for the Anaconda. If he comes out, it's fine. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. 3 Rod. Why don't I put 3 Keeper and 2 Rod, or lower the Rod to less? I could, but this is how I'm selling the deck already. So to me, it doesn't matter anymore. It works. Obviously, the deck for the budget is excellent. On the real one that you see online for sale, there's 1 Magician Souls, not 3, but I mean here I added the 3. Dark Magic Attack, our staple card, and then we have a Rageki, just in case. We don't need it, then we don't use it. We need it, we use it. Then you have the Spellbook Engine, you already know. The polymerization with the Keeper to fuse, and then Upstart Veil, just in case of any breaks, you won't break. And then the Spellbook Engine again, and then the Magician's, the Soul Servant at 3. On the deck that I'm selling, it has 1, but here it has the 3, it works fine. Called by the Grave. Honestly, I don't never use this card. I just put it because a lot of people cry that they want this card. Obviously, when I saw the decks, people want to Call by the Grave, so I added it in there. Then I have 2 Twin Twisters. Just because some of the decks that I do here on the computer, I put them on expert mode, and all their monsters are usually over 9,000. Like, don't take my word for it. Rewind the video and see it yourself. Most of them are like over 8,000 attack. And then they also have heavy back row to top it off, so I play those. But In the regular deck, the main deck, it doesn't have the two. Um, I play, I think, 3 skill drain. But you have Secrets of Dark Magic after that. The left hand restage the right hand, and then one circle, one um, Mystic Mine, one Imperial Custom, and then you have the 3 Eternal Souls. For the Eternal Souls, you can play it at 2, and the other one can be Magician's Salvation, but this game doesn't have it. It's not updated to 2020. So that's why I put that. You know how we are in this channel. We don't crank and play. We just get the job done. And then one skill drain. And then you can take a look at the extra deck monsters. You already know them. And then that's pretty much the deck that that you see me play. That's how it works. It's a budget. It's super cheap. And it gets the job done. And with that being said, Dark Magic Attack.